Thank you so much, Brittany, for coming and having this cozy conversation about life, legacy, just growth.
I am so happy to be here.
I'm going to be curious to find out what do you think about the questions.
Oh, okay. I'm ready.
Okay. What is one memory from childhood that you think shaped who you are today, even if you didn't realize it at the time?
This moment in either middle school or high school, I can't remember which one, we had gone out shopping for the day, and as an only child, you were spoiling me, as you always did. I got all the attention, all the love. We came home, and it was like a couple days later that you came into my room and you saw the clothes that you just bought all over the floor, and you were like, you said, I work so hard and it makes me sad that you would just throw the clothes that I just bought you on the floor. I want you to take pride in the things that you have and take care of the things that you own. But the way you said it, whatever the delivery was at the time, it really, it just woke me up. It really clicked in my mind. I was like, I should take care of the things that I own and take pride in these things and not step on them on the ground. So ever since then, I really got my act together and started cleaning. So that was a really big moment. I don't know. It just stuck with me.
Wow. Out of all the, I'm sure we had a lot of moments,
I'm
but
sure we did.
that was the moment, the one memory. It was profound because you still remember it.
Yes,
Yeah.
truly.
What is one lesson you hope will live in our family for generations to come?
We have a long line of strong women in our family. The lesson being that you are capable of doing anything that you want. The strength is within you, and whatever you want is at your fingertips. Just go get it.
I like that.
What is a lesson you would like our family legacy to be?
One of resilience, compassion, and strength. If you could leave a letter to your future grandchildren, what would the first sentence say?
I don't know you yet, but you are so loved and powerful. I already know they're going to be smart. That's all I got.
You think because I'm looking at you, it's like, I want more. I would just want them to know that they are enough. Their worth isn't something that's earned, and it's simply just because they were born. I mean, I'm not hinting to hurry up or something like that, but
She has.
I mean, what moments make life feel the most precious to you right now?
It could be like sharing a laugh with someone. It could be a phone call from you. All of them are precious moments. All of them are a part of my life journey and compounding on each other and making me the person who I am. Everything, the sun shining through the window on your skin, it's all special little moments you can take for yourself.
I like the quiet ones. Just laying on Peter's chest, falling asleep. I like happy hour with my friends and hiking and just being with you.
Learning how to do a podcast.
Yeah, all of those kind of moments for me. I don't take any of them for granted because life is so precious.
Amen, sister.
So knowing that life can change in an instant, what is the one thing you never want to leave unsaid to people you love?
Never let anybody question or let yourself have regrets over things that were unsaid. So always say everything. Say everything that you're feeling, and especially let people know what they mean to you. Yeah.
You are loved. I love you. And there's nothing that you have to do to prove that you're worthy of my love. I love you. So you know this.
I know this. I feel this.
You feel this?
Yes.
Yeah, knowing and feel, it's like feeling it because words are words.
Words are words.
If you only had 5 more years to live, how would you spend them differently, if at all?
If I only had 5 years, healthy, I would do more traveling because we live on a very large planet and I feel like it's a shame that I can't see everything on it because there's so much to see, so much to be in awe over. I don't know if I would hurry to start a family, but I wouldn't want to just have a child to like leave them.
I feel like you already live your life so intentional right now. I think that you use every resource that you have at your disposal. You do travel quite a bit. You go when you want, but maybe it's not as grand as you would
Yeah.
probably do. But I feel like you live your life so intentional. Kind of brought you up that way in that regard is like live fully, do all the things while you can. Already, I'm a little bit like, oh, I got to get this job. I got to do this. I would just say, fuck that job. It would only be about family. I'm very close to my brothers and sisters, so I would spend time with them. I'd spend time with you, and I would just want all of that family connected, spending time together. But I would be a little bit similar to you if I had all of the time and all of the money. It would just,
We'd be gone.
yeah, we would be gone. What has loving me taught you about loving yourself?
You have shown me what it means to love deeply. Your depth of love has made me want to search that depth of love in myself.
I love that. How has our relationship shaped how you love others?
Similar answer to the one previous. Our relationship is very deep. Our bond is very deep. So the love that we share between each other, that has taught me that that is what I want in other relationships too, whether that's friendship or romantic. I just want a deep, not surface level, shallow experience. I want that depth. That's what I love about you, and that's what I enjoy.
What is the one moment between us that you would bottle up and keep forever if you could?
I don't know if it can just be one moment. All of the moments. I would say probably any time that we're traveling. The last big trip that we did was Thailand, so we were watching sunsets together, beautiful beaches. Any moment that we are getting to experience something new together is fun for me.
I like those moments, but I like the simple moments, like sitting around the kitchen. You grew up listening to the music that I listen to, what songs I like. You can play the songs, and we get into a mood and we just enjoy life. You're a big foodie and you love restaurants, so you're always taking me to different restaurants. And now that you're not here, I miss that. I love those kind of moments. What's something that you thought was the end of the world that actually turned out to be a beginning?
Can I say you're divorced?
You can.
I can't. Probably that, especially the timing. I was like weeks away from graduating high school. I had just had the best childhood, the best memories. Life was very ideal. It was very picturesque when that all started happening and the divorce, and it was supposed to be like a new era. I was graduating high school, so
Your next chapter.
my next chapter was starting, but without my family, or like there was so much change. At the time, it did feel like the end of the world. I was like, what is happening and why? But I don't know. Now, the older you get, you're just, nothing is the end of the world
Until it is.
until it is. And then it isn't. It is a new day, as you always say, and you keep going. Life moves on and you get over things. You learn from all of the lessons, and yeah.
What is the phrase you use? Redefine or
Reframe.
reframe?
You gotta
Yeah.
reframe.
Yeah, I think that the lesson is reframing to think in my mind, oh my God, how am I going to get through this? But just look at this may be a blessing. I mean, at the time, it's difficult, and it's okay to feel the difficulty in it, but just know that this too shall pass.
I feel like we've both gotten better at that.
Oh, yeah.
Just that it is what it is.
Yeah.
Like, again, you can feel the pain.
It's like, okay, do I need to go cry for 10 minutes and then get up and move on?
Keep it pushing.
Keep it pushing. How do you know when you're growing, even if it's uncomfortable?
The uncomfortableness signals to me that that is the growth. I just recently moved states, and that comes with a lot of change. You got to start over, you got to find your places, your people. It can be uncomfortable because where you just were, everything was flowing. There was
Yeah.
a rhythm and all of that, knowing that things take time and you're going to get through it.
It's like when fear and hope shows up at the same time.
Fear and hope.
Yes.
Oh,
You're like, I should be fearful, but it's kind of like the lesson and the blessing. When you're deep down in it, I get a whisper from, I don't know, my mom, my brother, somebody, say keep going. That's when I know, like, okay, you're moving past this. You're growing out of this pain. What are you most proud of yourself for becoming, even if no one else sees it?
probably my optimism, my pursuit of happiness and joy. I think the part that people wouldn't see is maybe if a stranger just met me, they don't know my story, so they don't know the challenges that I've been through. But despite those challenges, I have chosen to remain optimistic and live my life that way and not crumble into a million pieces. Credit to you, you put me onto Abraham Hicks. Back in the day, my mom would send me Abraham Hicks videos all the time, and I never watched them when you first were sending them to me.
By the way, sidetrack. I remember I gave you Eckhart Tolle, A New Earth, back in high school. And then, like, a couple of months ago, you're like, oh my God, I found this book, A New Earth. I'm like, interesting. I guess when you're ready, you're ready. Because it's like, I gave that
It
to
is
you
that.
a long time ago.
And I don't even know what like put me back on the videos because I think you continued to send them to me, and this
And
just
you ignore them.
I would ignore them, and then randomly one day I was like, okay, I'll watch this, and I was like, oh, this is the key to life right here.
This right here.
This right here is the key to life. I learned that creating a life of ease is really important. If this isn't working for you, you have options and choosing a better feeling thought to move forward. These are all, I feel, survival tactics, very necessary tools and ways that you need to live your life to keep going.
100%. If today were a snapshot of our lives, what do you hope the picture would capture?
Maybe we're in a car with the top down, and it's like we're in the car, we're singing, sun's out, we're glistening, we're glowing, and we're just riding down the highway with the beach on
With
the
the beach.
yeah, probably the Pacific.
Oh,
That
coastline.
yes, that highway.
Yeah, I'm with that. I'm with that. I think connection, connected for sure, and not posed, not perfect.
No, it's a candid.
Similar to this, we're just being
Yeah.
us and just like enjoying the moment. What is something about being my daughter that makes you stronger?
Well, first of all, I just have to say I'm very blessed to be your daughter. Period. I couldn't have asked for a better mother, guide, all of it in this lifetime. I have a theory that it was planned. I think we decided to come together. So I'm very blessed in general. But I think it's just the way you parented. The internet and social media has allowed us to hear a lot of stories of other women and their experiences with their moms. And I just feel grateful all the time that you were never like spiteful, you were never jealous. Like people go through very unfortunate situations with their moms, and you were never any of that. Everything that you taught me was from wanting me to be a better person. Like you believed in me, you had all the faith in me, and I felt it. You said it. It's just the way you parented me makes me strong. It's who I am today.
Yeah, I think for me, with my mom, it's made me realize that I can be strong and soft at the same time. And leadership can look like love, courage, all at the same time.
Yeah.
So I think having you changed me, profoundly because you have this person dependent on you. I mean, I'm a Leo by trade. So, I mean, not by trade, but
By stars.
by stars. And so I knew I had to be about the business. Yes, I'm going to provide you with everything you need to survive, but don't waste it and don't take it or me for granted. I'm going to help you get here, but I'm not going to do it for you. I'm going to give you all the tools you need,
Yeah.
but you're on your own, kid.
You did a perfect balance of that and supporting me, but no, the training wheels were off. 18, you're out.
Yes. But I will always have your back.
Yes, yeah.
Always.
I never felt stranded or like
Yeah.
cast aside.
What was the time you realized that I'm human too and not just your mom?
I just became more mature and had maybe when my brain fully developed at 25 or something. We all grow up with our parents being our superheroes, our guardians. They know everything, they can do no wrong, they make no mistakes. And then one day you're just, oh, you are a human, aren't you? Like you have feelings and you have desires and things that you deserve. And maybe again through the divorce and seeing your whole life changing and the decisions that you made and just everything that was going on, I was like, okay, this woman is my mom, but she is also a woman separate from me. You're living life for the first time as well. Like me, you're experiencing things for the first time. You're a mom for the first time. It's not like you're doing the best you can.
I was with my sister and we went to Texas. My mom and I and several other people. My sister was changing command. She was going to be commander. And I had went out with my sister and her best friend Dawn, and we were drinking so much. And the next day, I couldn't even hold my head up. I was laying on the couch. The sun was coming through the window. I just loved it. I felt like a cat laying on the couch. My eyes were closed, and my sister was sitting with my mom. And she was asking her tons of questions about her childhood. And I was so intrigued. I was so tired, but I was like, oh my God, I never even realized this woman had a life other than taking care of these kids.
Right.
And she had this, my sister was just asking her, and I was just like, I felt so much compassion and love for her at that time. I was just like, wow. And then the second time, maybe I was like 15 or something, I was standing out, looking out the back porch, and my mom was sitting on the porch and she was crying. I didn't say a word to her. I just looked out the window and I just watched her. It's the first time I saw her cry, and I felt like she was a person. For some reason, I was just like, I was frozen. I just witnessed, and I will never forget that. How do you think we've grown together over the years?
I feel like we've always been very close. There's been different chapters where you've obviously been more of a mom and a guide, and you still are, but definitely now that we're here, I feel like we're like more friends. I tell you everything. I don't know. We just grow. We witness each other living our different chapters and support each other. And
I feel like, we've moved from me guiding you, to walking beside each other. We're like partners in life.
that's a perfect way to put it.
And as I get older, I'm learning from you. You're teaching me, about podcasts. And I had you when I was young, so I was a young mother. So I was all into trends, all into this. And I feel like since you've like moved away, I'm like, oh my God, why I'm sounding like an old person now. I'm like moving slower. Well, kind of like my mom. My mom, I just knew her being young forever. And then it's just like everybody moved away. And I was like, when did you get old? I mean, what happened? I've never really hung around people my age. Like, I would hang around people a little bit younger than me. So I would always stay, youthful. But I do like older people and wisdom and stuff like that. But I do like
the energy of...
Yeah. When I'm around you and I'm out, I can still feel that vibrant and youthfulness. So if you had to describe our relationship in 3 songs, what would it be?
Mama, Mama, you know I love you. You know I love you. Definitely that one. Boys to
Okay.
Men. Celine Dion, of course,
Which one?
because you love me. And Adele, Make You Feel My Love.
Oh. Yeah, Celine Dion, Because You Love Me. Mama, Beth Hart. And the other one was the Sade song, but I don't remember the name of the song. If we could go on an adventure, one adventure together this year, no limits, where would we go and why?
Okay, instantly I thought of Japan because cherry blossoms, the mountains, the energy, the people, I feel like we would love that. But then you said one, so I kind of want to cheat and do like a cruise because in a cruise you can hit multiple places. So like a
So you
Mediterranean.
had me at Japan.
Mediterranean
You
cruise.
would have confined me on a ship.
So then we can hit all of the places. A Mediterranean cruise sounds really nice right now.
Well, both of those are doable.
I think so.
Yeah. If you could sum up your life philosophy in one sentence today, what would it be?
You got to be the queen or king of a reframe in your
Okay.
life. When you are holding on to a negative story, a story that isn't serving you or holding you back, a reframe will give you a new story so you can let go of the old one and move forward and become the person that you're trying to be, that you want to be.
I think mine would be live with soul, lead with love, and never stop growing. Perfect segue. How do you define living with soul in your own words?
We are special beings, everybody is. And I think when you respect that within yourself and with others, you live your life a certain way. You show up in a certain way. You give grace. We're all on different journeys and different paths at different timing. The deep realization that we're here.
Yeah, I think just showing up and living, authentically with your whole heart. We don't have all the answers and we don't know all the things, right? But we can show up authentic in our full self, even when it's scary, just being present and just showing up fully with your whole heart, ready to love and ready to serve.
That is true.
Yep.
That is definitely a life of soul.
Thank you so much. Again, I mean, I don't know if we said thank you before, but I appreciate you being here. I appreciate you walking me through this process. I'm will need my hands held again, I'm sure.
And I will be
But
here for you.
oh, thank you.
Well,
I'm
I'm
very
very
happy to be here too, and I feel honored
that
that
I
I
am
am
a part of your
first
first episode
of your podcast.